Hi everyone and welcome to another Skyrim mod feature, episode 51. We've recently been blessed by quite a few good armor mods, and in this video I want to kick it off by showing you the ESO Nord Armor by Nevermind 43. And this armor is based off the cinematic trailer for The Elder Scrolls Online. The armor itself is only for male characters and can be picked up at the Guardian Stones. It has the base stats for the armor of 31, the boots 12, the gloves 12, and the helmet 17. The latest rendition of this mod adds the suffix of HD edition to the name. Now this is because it now comes in 4K textures, it's of a much higher resolution and looks really crisp and sharp in game. The mod author's future plans for this mod are to add a couple of weapons. They'll be adding a sword and axe, but there's no actual definitive time on when these will be added to the mod, so you just have to sit tight for the time being. This is a really great looking armor set, very well suited for a Nord warrior or a Nord chieftain, and the fur-lined leather pieces really make it fit in with the cold climate of Skyrim. As always, if you like the look of this one, I've provided links down in the description below, and just remember to endorse the mod if you use. Next up, we've got another mod from the Rustic collection of Gamwich's mods, and it's Rustic Standing Stones. Therefore, as you can imagine, this is a new set of textures for the standing stones found all across Skyrim. The mod is available in 3 resolutions. You've got the 1K textures, 2K textures, and also the 2K mixed with some 1K normal maps, just to save yourselves a little bit of VRAM and add a bit of performance. And what the textures really do is add to the fact that these stones are standing out in the wilderness, out in the harsh climate of Skyrim, so you would expect them to be more battered, more bruised, and to have a lot more damage to them than they do in the vanilla game. If you want to use this mod, again there are links provided in the description below, but before you do download and use the mod, be sure to read through that main mod page. Gamwich always offers a nice bit of information of why they designed the mod, what aspects they've changed and why, and also in this case where some of the textures actually originated from and which mod authors he would like to give credit to. This next mod is called Liquidity Water, and it's by ProtologolusX. The mod only really affects sea textures, so you'll see changes on lakes such as Lake Atlanta and also across all rivers. What you won't notice is any changes in waterfalls or anything similar to those. There are 3 different qualities of the mod available, and you can select these via the installation menu, which pops up whether you're installing the mod via Nexus Mod Manager or Mod Organizer. I really do like the new textures. They offer something very different in game, and you'll see in these before and after shots just how drastic the changes are. I'm still a bigger fan of things like Pure Waters and Realistic Water 2, but I really do like the amount of reflection that you get with this mod, just because it reminds me of some of the glacier lakes that I visited in Norway and Switzerland, where the amount of reflection that there was on that water was phenomenal. It was crystal clear, and this is a really great example of what that looked like. As always with texture mods like this, it's down to personal preference. I recommend trying this out in your own game, seeing what it looks like for you, and it's very easy to install. Just if you use Realistic Waters 2, etc., make sure that this ESP loads after those, so it's higher priority in your load order. Also, be sure to check out the other great mods from ProtologolusX. They're all available on the Skyrim Nexus. Next up we have a player home, and it's called Stump Home Reloaded. This is the second rendition of this mod, and this time round it's back with custom textures and a brand new way of travelling to the island. The island is situated on Lake Ilianta, and there is a backstory behind this which you'll discover in your quest to find the key. Some great work has gone into the custom textures with this mod. The main reason behind them is because the mod author wanted their home to be unique. They didn't want it to be affected by any other texture packs that a mod user had in their game. And for that reason, you'll find that when you enter the home, the inside and interior walls resemble that of the inside of bark. All the wooden textures really do look like they're made essentially from the giant tree that fell here. But my favourite textures really do have to be down in the basement. Incidentally, this is where you'll find your enchanting table and other crafting facilities such as the forge. But the textures down there really do look like you're down in the roots of the old tree, surrounded by this massive earthwork. And also the textures on the tables, etc. look like they are made out of pieces of bark which originated from the tree. The mod author actually asked me to check this mod out for them, and although I can't take any credit for the final product, I really do feel honoured that someone asked me to check their mod out first before they uploaded it to the Skyrim Nexus. And if you're wondering, this mod author does have some other player homes out there. Of special note is the mod Igloo, which as you can imagine adds a small igloo house to the game, and it's right out in the harsh weather of the northern area of Skyrim. So now let's take a look at one of my favourite parts of the mod, and that's the travel system in order to get to the island in an assisted fashion. First off, to travel on that boat, you'll need to find the key, so look for this post in the water, and below you'll find a sunken ship, and it's long past captain. On them you'll find the key, and then you'll be able to access the ship and travel to the island. It was a privilege to try this mod out before it was released, and hopefully you'll all find something you'll enjoy with it. Links as always are provided in the description below, and remember to endorse if you use. And last but not least, we come on to one of ClefJ's overhauls for the smaller settlements across Skyrim, this time looking at Shorestone. This quaint little hamlet, just a short walk from Riften, has had quite a few modifications made to it. A fortified wall now surrounds the hamlet with both a gate at the front and back of the settlement. There is several aesthetic changes such as additional flags and also a strange monument which sits outside of the mine. More livestock have also been added, as well as a pair of new merchants with their own shop and home. But one of the main features of this overhaul is the player home, which sits on the side of Shorestone that's nearest Riften. Although it's a small home, there's a lot of things in here. It's very well packed out and makes it seem a lot bigger than it actually is. It's available for multiple adoptions and has 2 spare beds plus a master's bedroom. In here you'll find quite a bit of storage and all of your basic crafting stations. Remember, there is also a blacksmith in Shorestone where you can use the forge etc. in order to hone your weapons. For now there is no quest to find a key for this player home. It is free to use and you can just walk in and start using it for yourself. The mod author may add this type of functionality in the future. Also remember, any mod that modifies sections of Shorestone may be incompatible with this mod. The easiest way to find out is obviously try them for yourself in game, but I really do like these additions that have been made to Shorestone. It really does pack out the hamlet nicely and just gives it an extra bulk that it didn't have in the vanilla game. Incidentally, this has brought me to the end of episode 51 of the Another Skyrim mod feature. If you've enjoyed any of the mods that I've shown in this video, you'll find links in the description below. And obviously, if you do use any of the mods, please do endorse. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please do drop it a like. And as always guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.